The best advice I can give you is coach anything that moves. Coach anything that moves. And it's a great piece of advice. So don't worry about niching. Just get as many coaching hours under your belt as you can. Practice as much as you can. Now, coming to the question about doing a free session, I certainly did. When I started, I used to offer free 30-minute sessions to anyone that wanted them, because I wanted to get as much coaching practice under my belt. I wanted to become good. I thought of myself as if I'm at school, I'm doing my apprenticeship, and I want to learn my trade. So, and I also found that was a great way of getting paying clients. If I did a free session and they really liked it, it made it much easier for me to turn that person into a paying client. And I had a degree of success, quite a degree of doing that. So I'm hoping, Sasha says, do you have information about how many people who finished your course are working as a coach? Yes and no. That's a funny answer, isn't it? We like to keep in touch with as many of our students as we can. It's completely free to be a member of our support groups, come back on our webinars and engage with us, but not everyone does. Probably about 50 or 60% of the people who train with us do keep in touch and we get to know them. Of that 50 or 60%, and we've been doing this for 20 years, about 70% are doing it as a coach, and about maybe 20 to 30% over the years have decided to do other things. So I'm hoping that answers. Is there a spiritual coaching diploma available? No, but I do a one-day course on goal achievement, incorporating meditation. We used to do it with a gentleman called Deepak Chopra. Don't know if you've ever heard of Deepak. It used to be a 2-day course, meditation and goal achievement. And we do that still. And that's very heavily based on the spiritual aspect of coaching. We only do one a year. We limit it to about 15 or 20 people. But we haven't done one for about a year because of the whole coronavirus thing. Arnella says, thank you, I've had some good information. Lady says, I like that about coaching anything that moves. Yes. And he was right.
There's
yes.
Olga is asking, how are people coping with the changes that they obviously realize they must make during a coaching session?
Do you mean the changes that they as an individual need to make? Or are we talking about the changed world today? I'll talk about the second one while you think about that and you can come back to me. As you all know, we're now in a different world and we have this coronavirus. And at the time, back in March, when in the United Kingdom, it started to affect the country and we had lockdowns, I was wondering what's going to happen to our coach training programs and to coaching, because I am a coach. I have my own clients. And I can honestly tell you, it has gone up. Coaching is needed now more than ever. And I have been approached by organizations and individuals within organizations, managers and so on, that want me to coach them and their people because of the extra stresses and strains being put on people because of the coronavirus, because of being laid off work, or having to, or in most cases, having to work from home. And that brings extra complications and mental health issues. And there are many companies that are willing to pay for their people to be coached through this time. So that we found wonderful. And Olga came back and she said, as individuals. So, okay, there is an exercise we teach people, Olga, called values elicitation. I won't go into it now, but it goes very deeply into what people believe, the actions they take in life, and the beliefs and the emotions that cause those actions that sit behind them. And in this values elicitation, we then start to evaluate with the client what they should be doing and what they really want deep. We use the word core, their core values, because a lot of people take on the values of their family, their friends, their community, their church, their country, their company, and so on. So we take on the values of society around us. And when you work with a client and you help them to get back to their own true core values, I'll use the word, it is cathartic. It has a huge effect and impact on them, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, sometimes even physically. I've had big, strong men break down in tears. But it's all positive because it's the positive change. They then start to do what they truly want to do in life, not what society dictates. So yes, it causes very large changes in some people. In some people. I hope that helps, Olga. I hope that helps. And Jose says, I want to be a coach to follow myself. Does it make sense? Oh, it makes huge sense. Absolutely. Because as you are going through the course, you are learning all of the coaching methods, techniques, tools, lots of practice, lots and lots and lots of coaching practice. And it impacts you and changes you as an individual. And there are many people who do the coaching or the training just so that they can grow their own lives and the people close to them. Mothers, fathers, wives, husbands, children, brothers, and so on. Many people do it just for that reason. But yeah, it makes perfect sense. Any other questions? Brian, am I missing any questions here?
Not that I can see. I've already answered Julia's.
Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close now. We're coming to the 2.5 hour point, and we don't want to overrun. We want to keep our promise from you. It's been a pleasure, absolute pleasure. If you want to connect with myself, Catherine, Brian on LinkedIn, we'd be delighted. My name is easy, Gerard O'Donovan. There's not many out there on LinkedIn. And I hope to see you all one day, maybe on a course on Zoom, but better than that, one day when the world gets back to normal, I want to physically see you when I visit your region. So God bless you all. Have a safe afternoon, have a safe evening, and I look forward to getting to know you a bit better. Thank you.
Thank you, Gerard. And thank you everyone for spending this time with us. And we look forward to continue in part 2 next week on Thursday. Or if anyone of you wants to join us on Saturday, we look forward to seeing you then. And otherwise, we'll keep in touch. We'll send you shortly this presentation that Gerard sent. So make sure that we all have your email addresses so we can communicate with you. And if you don't, for whatever reasons, don't receive the email with the PowerPoint, please drop me a line and remind us to make sure we include everybody and we don't miss anyone. So thank you again. Enjoy your evening. Till next time.
Thank you, Catherine. I will send you the updated PowerPoint to you and Brian.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.